This is like the most, and I mean the most last minute stuff I've ever done.
Damn.
Yeah, see, my body agrees with me. So how's it going, everyone? Mike Troy for Street here, and if I'm looking that way, it's because future Mike is supposed to switch the camera angles. Switch the camera angle. DSLR webcam. I'm gonna stop. Yeah, I gotta make the edits super quick and like done. So this year, today I realized, oh my goodness, this year just went by so fast. Like earlier today, I didn't get off of work just yet. I was still working. I think I was on break, and one of the customers saying Happy New Year, and that's when it clicked. Today's New Year's Eve. This video, by the way, was supposed to be released, not released, but it was supposed to be, well, yeah, released on New Year's, and it will be released on New Year's. Sorry, future Mike. It is what it is. But I thought I had some more days left until today. Until today, I thought we had more days left. I won't lie. I thought we had a whole lot more days. Before we get into the full video, this is essentially a mixture of clips that, shout out to my friend Paul, the homie, on TikTok, the YouTube, all the platforms. I'll put all of the socials down below. My friend had a film project to do, and I was able to be a part of the project. It was an interview regarding, Mike Overton Street, the channel, a lot of questions regarding the drawings. How did I get here? How did I get here? How did I get there? And essentially, what got me into drawing, what got me into this, what got me into that. And I felt as though the video was so good, and I wanted to also incorporate clips of that video project here, because I feel like it definitely adds to what I'm trying to do for this New Year's Eve video, as far as just talking to all of you guys personally a bit more than just the reaction of, oh my gosh, this is so cool, whoa, I jump out of my seat, I run the other way. I run the other way, or I'm like, ain't no way this happened. All the different reactions you guys see me would do here and there. And I just felt like this year, and some of you guys, shout out to some of you guys that are in the Discord, have mentioned like, man, you're always like streaming here and there. Like you be up like 3 a.m. announcing the next stream, like already announcing the next stream. Like, bro, get some sleep. Like, do you not, like, why are you working so hard, right? And it goes back to that question. Why were you working so hard? So I just want to break some of that down. Allow me to break some of that down, though. It all started a live stream when someone asked why you have all these Sprite cans. The other cans, they look cool. This one actually holds some sentimental value. Let's go back. So as you'll enter into the video, I won't spoil too much already, but the video regarding the video project that my friend made, I actually go into it. But I will say though, this year was definitely a thing of keeping a promise to myself. And what that means is elementary, middle school, high school me always wanted to do this. And at a moment in time, and this is why I say this year was so crazy, literally a year from before, like this same day, a year before, I had no idea how things were going to look like, school wise, career wise. It was really like, what do I do? This is what I wanted to do, but it was just looking at the reality of it, of like, would this work out? When you get so worried and anxious and and whatnot, everyone has that moment after graduating high school, right? And before the year ended, 18-year-old me, I said 2024. So I was like, you know what? Regardless of what you may have to do work-wise, go all in with all of this. This very thing that you always wanted to do all these years. Things don't really turn out, as far as if there's no progression, if there's no signs of, you know what, this space is for you, hack all this stuff up. The dream, that's kind of where my mind was at, I won't lie. And this year, every day, I literally had that on my mind. So a lot of the days where I was streaming super frequently, all the days I was uploading frequently, it was just keeping a promise to myself. What does that have to do with the Sprite can? This Sprite can acted as like a pass the torch moment, as far as, because I'm a cat.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
So I was like, in the next few days, once you're 19, your last year teenager, right? Last year as what you could kind of call a kid. It's these last 2 years is really like that gray area. It's like, you can't drink, but you aren't this, but it's like, it's just this weird gray area, like lobby music, It's like the guest room. You're just kind of like waiting. What are we doing? But 18-year-old me, I was like, 19-year-old me next year, figure it out, man. And I had one of these bad boys left in the container of like a lot of them. And once it was my birthday, I opened it up, and that was a way of saying, I got it. I got you, bro. I'm gonna go all in this year, and we're not in January yet. So it's like, you would just carry that tradition now, right? But what that meant was, I'll drink another one of these, the last few of these again. I'll drink my last can again when I feel as though I really did what I set out to do. It spilled a little bit. No need to wait. This is where I'll be, bro. Cause I know this is what I want to do. This is where I'll be, man. When you're putting your all into content, when you're putting your all into just what you love to do, you know, at some point it's really delayed gratification, man. At some point the hard work will be rewarded, and I definitely am a believer in that. And the last 8 minutes of this video, when it comes to reflection / interview / whatever the case may be, I'll let past me take the wheel on that. My Trevor Jump Street out. Peace. Pass Mike. Take it away. Hello everyone, my name is Mike Joe for Jump Street, but man, when did I start making art? I mean, definitely in elementary school. I would say I first started in kindergarten. Like, my dad would always say, like, I already had like a knack for like drawing characters and expressions. And I remember I was at my godmom's house, and one of her friends' daughters were in the house. She was watching Dragon Ball Z, the Android Saga, one of the best sagas, the Cell Saga, one of the best sagas ever. Don't at me. Don't actually at me. And I was just watching it while I was little. I was like, whoa, who is this? Who's that? I saw Goku as a Super Saiyan fighting Android 19. I was like, dude, this is so cool. And then in the beginning, it was like, because I like the show so much, I would try to draw the characters going Super Saiyan. Just drawing different characters that I really like to see. The art was looking a little ugh. And even when I was little, I was like, man, this isn't how I want it to look like. So I just kept on trying. And then eventually I started thinking of other ways to draw characters. I was like, wait, what if I do this? Wait, what if I do that? And then eventually that same format, when I watch other shows, and then I found my own like vision of how I want to draw my own characters. So that was the beginning of my art like story and how I first watched Dragon Ball. So always show appreciation to one of the best stories out here, and rest in peace to Akira Toriyama, because if it wasn't for him, none of this would even be a thing right now. Why do I stream? Well, honestly, it's become much more fun, and I found a lot of personal enjoyment and yapping with reactions and do all this stuff, because I realized a lot of times people like this stuff. And when I was younger, I always liked to watch anime, watch all these stories, and I always wanted to show my appreciation and, like, you know, be part of the fan base of like, dude, like, I really enjoy these stories, because a lot of these stories, like Dragon Ball Z, for example, that's what got me into drawing, and it's almost my way of giving back to that art form and just that form of entertainment with doing streams, doing content creation. So in a way, it all ties itself back into a knot, and a lot of people enjoy it, and that's why I'm still doing it. Why do I keep creating art? The reason why I keep creating art is like the reason why I honestly, it's more so of a thing of, if I think about something, I want to talk about it. If I see something, I want to describe it. Like, if you notice something, you would like acknowledge it, right? Like, that's been my knack when it comes to drawing and art. Like, if there's something I want to draw, I just do it. At this point, it's not really much of a like holy grail like answer anymore. It's become more so of a simplistic thing of, hey, if there's something you want to do it. And I feel like when it's done that way, it's just more genuine. You're not pushing yourself to do with unrealistic like tasks, because I'm solely focused on my own personal enjoyment with drawing. The big goal, I want to release my comic book out into the world in any digital and physical platform, just anywhere and everywhere. Aside from that art form, I do want to dabble with animation as well, depending on where my connections are, to also use those connections to help other people, giving back, just like with what I'm doing with content creation. Future artists, honestly, I would say focus on what type of art you want to make, because at the end of the day, when it comes to art, there's an audience for everyone. So maybe you just have to further develop on your communication, develop on just you selling yourself to be able to like present your art and become like be confident with it. Like even if you may feel as though it's not your best piece, a lot of people will feel differently. I can't tell you how many times I've been on stream and I made drawings of characters where I would literally say in stream, don't know, y'all, I think I might try this again. People in my stream would literally say, dude, are you really about to insult your own artwork? If you don't hush, like, you know, get out of your own mind about stuff, stop doubting yourself, keep going, and you'll find what you're looking for. Because even though there's not 100% certainty, I may not reach all the way to a certain level, there will be 100% certainty that you won't if you give up. That's the truth of the matter. So as long as you don't, you will always have a fighting chance. Let yourself have a fighting chance. Back and forth you may have with yourself is like, can I do this? Can I do that? If you're serious about pursuing the thing that you want to pursue, you need to, and this will have to be an everyday thing. You have to give yourself nothing but irrefutable proof that you're right where you're supposed to be. Don't even give yourself a chance to doubt yourself. So that means every single day, even if it's a little bit of progress, try out different things. And it doesn't matter if you may feel as though, oh, this may not be my best thing. The more you do something, the better you would get at it, because you become more curious. You want to figure out other ways to develop that one thing. You need to constantly battle yourself every day, because like us ourselves, we will always try to find something to doubt. Like I feel like that's just our regular nature. So what you have to do is every day you have to fight, which may come as like dramatic, but how I visualize it is every day you have to fight for your drive, fight for your passion, because I mean you're doing yourself a disservice if you're not doing anything and everything you possibly can to get what you want, you know, to create that life that you want for yourself. So you keep on doing that regardless what anyone else has to say, because I mean we all have one life, and if you don't spend all the time you possibly can on that one thing, you know, you might be filled with regret, and that's the last thing you would want. So keep going and believe in yourself, because I sure will. See you guys next time. Marshall Jump Street out. Peace.